I have sent a report about the extremely disturbing developments that do not augur well for democratic values, that are antithetical to rule of law, that sound death knell of constitutional parameters. I have sent a report to the central government. I do not wish to share the contents of my report as part of propriety, but I would want media role, that media has a significant role to play in survival of democracy. If protesters cannot peacefully engage into their political activity, and the state actors are in support of those who engage in disruption, then we will not have democracy. I cannot be party to this. I do not want people of the state of West Bengal, and I can assure them they must not lose hope. Your governor will vindicate his oath. Whatever it may take, come what may, such situations will not be allowed to last. And I wish to send a message. I have sent several times. It has impacted many. I want to send a message to some bureaucrats who are integrated as the stakeholders in the political field. They are frontline workers. They are getting paid out of public exchequer. They are using everything under the sun to act not as public servants, but as political workers. Take my signal in the spirit of law. This will not be allowed anymore. I have details of 21 such people. I do not wish to reveal the details. I don't want to be judgmental. I have written to the Honorable Chief Minister. As and when she will spare time, I will share with her the sensitive details. Some details I have already shared with the senior functionaries of the state government. Our democracy is too precious to be damaged by these people, handful of them, thinking they are low unto themselves, unaccountable to none. Their accountability will be enforced. It is a matter of time. They will know that music of law in the ears sometimes is very disturbing because it is pleasant only to the common man, not to those who engage in violations. How can a governor countenance a situation where for over a year I am not told what are the duties, obligations of Sarjit Kapoor Kashta? He is State Security Advisor since mid of 2018. And Madam Reena Mitra, February 2019. She carries a designation principle advisor internal security. I don't know what her duties are. And friends, the government is being run by people like Mr. Purkashta and more than half a dozen such people who are in important pivotal assignments after retirement. I'm not against any post-retirement benefit. Yes, I wish to tell them, you all are public servants. You are being paid out of public exchequer. You are liable in law for your acts of omission and commission. And many of such omissions and commissions await my consideration. Not only with respect to Mr. Gyanwant, High Court held him what? I have written to the Honorable Chief Minister that the High Court categorically held with respect to him, and these are not ordinary observations. The observations of the High Court were to an extent that a finding was recorded, he has violated human rights. A finding was recorded, his acts were ultra vires constitution. And that finding of the High Court was approved by the Honorable Supreme Court. A charge sheet was issued. An inquiry took place. Report was given. Mr. Gyanwant Singh challenged the report before tribunal. There was failure. He went to High Court. He failed in the High Court. High Court gave two directives. One, the disciplinary authority must take a final view within 3 months. That should have happened in early 2013. And that promotion be in sealed cover. What does the governor want for more than a year? Has the disciplinary authority taken a view? Has the inquiry concluded in accordance with 1969 rules? If so, I would like to know who has overruled these High Court observations. I would like to know who has overruled a negative inquiry report. They don't give. Such a man who faced serious accusation at the hands of the High Court for violating human rights is a state ATC law and order. The governor is bound to be worried. I must know what is the premise of his promotion. 2 promotions in 2014, in June, July, and then in December, and of course thereafter. Friends, these are very serious things. The order of Madam Reena Mitra says she is appointed. Terms and conditions will follow. Have they been there? If they are there, why are you not sharing with the governor? Your claim that the government is sharing information, it is transparent, it is accountable. I am the ultimate judge. The Chief Minister has an obligation to share it with me. It is a duty under Article 167. I have brought today, I wouldn't bother you. Number of letters I have written to her. No response. Just no response. This non-responsive approach of the Honorable Chief Minister to the critical issues I have raised is a pointer that governance is not in accordance with rule of law. Constitutional principles are being outraged. But more important, this is cover-up for corruption, for nepotism, for favoritism. And that is why, when I wrote to the Honorable Chief Minister, on 25th August 2020, I wrote to the Chief Minister that, Madam Chief Minister, you have made a claim. I quote what she said. Our government works with complete transparency and there are financial clearances and regular audit. This is what she said. I write to her. I said, there have been 5 editions of Bengal Global Business Summit. The investment projected was 12,32,603 crores. In the State Assembly, my predecessor, the governor, read out. The previous versions have been resounding success, but the governor read on the floor of the assembly. With combined investment proposals to the tune of nearly 10 lakhs, of which more than 50% are under implementation. I asked the Honorable Chief Minister, ये 12,30,000 करोड़ से ज्यादा का इन्वेस्टमेंट पश्चिम बंगाल की कौन से भूभाग पर है? ये जमीन के ऊपर है या नीचे है? ये इन्वेस्टमेंट कौन कर रहा है? और मैंने कहा कि ये जानकारी मेरे को ईयर वाइज दे दीजिए. And I have indicated, friends, this was the communication sent to her on 25th August. सिंपल बातें पूछी हैं, पत्रकारों को भी पता होना चाहिए. आप कम से कम ढूंढिए 12,30,000 करोड़ का इन्वेस्टमेंट कहां है, कौन से पार्ट में, नॉर्थ बंगाल में है, साउथ बंगाल में है, कहां है, समुद्र में है, आसमान में है. फाइंड आउट कितना इंप्लॉयमेंट जनरेट हुआ है. बट बहुत महत्वपूर्ण बात है, शायद उसकी वजह से जवाब नहीं दे पा रहे. एक एक एडिशन को ऑर्गेनाइज करने में सैकड़ों करोड़ का खर्चा हुआ है. मेरे पास रिपोर्ट है, वो गलत हुआ है. अकाउंटेबिलिटी और ट्रांसपेरेंसी को वायलेट कर हुआ है, फेवरेटिज्म से हुआ है, सेलेक्ट ग्रुप को प्रमोट किया गया है. कोई जानकारी नहीं है. ऐसी परिस्थिति में बताइए, 10 साल की अचीवमेंट की चर्चा करते हैं. मेरे इस पत्र का जवाब तो दें. मैं जो मांग रहा हूं, और मैंने मुख्यमंत्री से नहीं मांगा, मेरे कार्यालय ने पहले एसीएस फाइनेंस से मांगा, जो एसीएस होम है, फिलहाल वो लंबे समय तक फाइनेंस में रहे. आई एम नॉट टेकिंग यू टू अर्लियर लेटर्स. तीन सितंबर को मैंने मुख्यमंत्री जी को लिखा, एंड दिस इज वेरी सीरियस, क्योंकि समझ में नहीं आता, जितने स्कैम के बारे में लिखता हूं जवाब नहीं आता है। इससे मेरी शंकाएं और बढ़ जाती हैं कि क्या हर स्केलेटन कबर्ड के अंदर ही छिपाया जाएगा। और मैं कह चुका हूं, स्केलेटन्स की बहुत गलत आदत है, वो गलत समय पर सामने आते हैं, उनको जितना जल्दी बाहर किया जाए अच्छा रहता है। On 3rd September, I write to the Chief Minister, this is regarding the probe ordered by you. किसने probe order किया? Chief Minister ने। किस बारे में किया? Corruption inputs in purchase of equipment of 2,000 crore in pandemic. मुख्यमंत्री ने स्वयं किया। उनको लगा घपला हुआ है, घोटाला हुआ है, अनियमितताएं हुई है, जांच होनी चाहिए। मैंने उनसे पूछा, ये जांच है या पोस्ट फैक्टो रेटिफिकेशन है? जिनकी जांच होनी चाहिए उनसे आप जांच करा रहे हो, जिनकी जांच होनी चाहिए उनसे आप जांच करा रहे हो। और मैंने उनको कहा कि ये बहुत सीरियस मैटर है, आप बताइए। अब मैं जानना चाहता हूं वो जांच रिपोर्ट का क्या हुआ। आप पत्रकार बंधु भी नहीं पता लगाते हैं, सरकार देती नहीं है, तो क्या इतना अंधेर खाना हो गया गवर्नेंस के अंदर कि आप लोग भी हिम्मत नहीं करेंगे? आपके सामने हुआ है, मुख्यमंत्री व्यथित हुई, परेशान हुई, 2000 करोड़ की पैंडेमिक परचेज नियमों को ताक पर रखकर किया गया। किन किन को बेनिफिट किया आपको आश्चर्य हो जाएगा। Once the report comes, I will share details with media. They will be eye-opener. पर ऐसा रिपोर्ट देंगे मुझे लगता नहीं है। जब इन्होंने बहुत जबरदस्त तरीके से पॉलिटिकल अपोजिशन को क्विल करने का काम किया, then I was left with no choice but to write a strong letter to the Chief Minister. और 18 अक्टूबर को मैंने चीफ मिनिस्टर को लिखा और मैंने लिखा, I find it expedient to also share my worry and concern at floating inputs of unleashing statized devilish intimidatory tactics to browbeat political opponents by implication in all kinds of false cases. 18 अक्टूबर के बाद 15 नवंबर को रिमाइंड किया, हालात बद से बदतर होते जा रहे हैं। पॉलिटिकल अपोजिशन को ब्लंट करने के लिए, पॉलिटिकल अपोजिशन को डराने के लिए, रिप्रेस करने के लिए, ओप्रेस करने के लिए, क्विल करने के लिए सरकारी तंत्र का इस प्रकार का सहयोग दर्दनाक भी है, दुखदायी भी है, और जो कर रहे हैं उनके लिए बहुत खतरनाक है। ऐसी परिस्थिति में जब मेरे पास सरकार की तरफ से कोई इनपुट आती है, जैसे आज नेशनल कमीशन फॉर वीमेन मेरे से मिली है रेखा शर्मा जी, उन्होंने कुछ इश्यूज रेज किए। शी इज एक्टिंग इन अ वेरी विजिलेंट मैनर, आई एम श्योर सरकार उन पर ध्यान देगी। पर हालत तो यहां तक हो गई कि राज्यपाल की चिट्ठियों का जवाब न देकर एक नया तरीका ढूंढा। मेरे पास I got reports from 5 divisional commissioners in writing. In writing, they are with me. Those reports were sent by them first to Chief Secretary and then to Additional Chief Secretary to the Governor. They give details of crime against women, rapes and kidnappings. When I got all these reports, and friends, they are signed by the divisional commissioners, and divisional commissioners have enclosed signed reports of the district magistrates. Am I clear? I put out on Twitter to sensitize the people that rape and killings are so much, we must be vigilant. Authentic data, fair data, coming from the government, signed by divisional commissioners, signed by district magistrates. And what does the Home Department say? And Home Department says on the same date. I want media to take note of it. If the governor is wrong, take on him. If someone else is wrong, don't be in fear. Do your duty. Home Department says, Raj Bhavan dissemination. Which dissemination? I've shown you. You all can have access to it. Original, signed by divisional commissioners, district magistrates. Raj Bhavan dissemination of West Bengal statistics on rape and kidnapping is now. Our enormously talented ACS Home, who controls this Twitter handle. Are not based on any official report. कहां हैं हम? कितना झूठ बोलेंगे? कितने एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन को लोअर करेंगे? कितने पॉलिटिकल न्यूट्रलिटी के आग लगाएंगे? कैसे आपने कह दिया कि नॉट बेस्ड ऑन ऑफिशियल रिपोर्ट? क्या डिविजनल कमिश्नर ऑफिशियल नहीं है? क्या डिस्ट्रिक्ट मजिस्ट्रेट ऑफिशियल नहीं है? रिपोर्ट सीएस को भेजी गई, गवर्नर के सेक्रेटरी को भेजी गई, फिर ये यहीं नहीं रुकते हैं सर, डेटा और इंफॉर्मेशन। फिर कहते हैं एलिगेशंस आर बेसलेस, इल कंसीव्ड, इल फाउंडेड, और फिर कितना गंभीर आरोप लगाया है कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल हेड पर, कितना गंभीर लगाया है, मिसगाइडिंग, totally incongruous with authentic facts and figures. Let me tell them, they shall be prosecuted for it. I am awaiting the response. I have sent a note to ACS Home. His conduct is culpable. His conduct is an outrage on the conduct to which he is accountable. If I don't get his response, law will take its own course. We cannot have a situation like this, where they act in this manner, don't reply to the constitutional head, take to Twitter handle, go to public domain with this falsehood. Terrible situation. I would want media to look into it, whatever they can.
That was